So we still training, every body part, every day. Still going strong. Today we're gonna switch it up, try something a little different. I'll go hit the mountain for a little hike. And maybe that can count for some lower body, we'll see. But kick shallow on the mountain. Oh yeah, I'm gonna shout out Trifecta Nutrition. It's all going here, but I'm sure when I'm, you know, you wanna go, you ain't got time to be like cooking shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? So let's get some Trifecta. It's amazing. Like, this is balsamic mushrooms and salmon bowl. This is it's called Green Goddess Turkey Bowl. So all ground turkey and a bunch of carrots and greens and stuff like that. It's delicious. We got a whole bunch of different types. We got shrimp, we got beef, we got bison. You know, I do the salmon a lot and the turkey, but you can order it in bulk as well. So you don't have to have specific meals sent. You can get like 3 or 4 pounds of salmon. You can get, you know, rice, veggies, whatever, breakfast stuff, snacks. Let me show you one of the snacks. Get little healthy snacks. It just makes life so much easier. There's a cranberry nut mix, you know. You got the walnuts, you got the raisins, cranberries, and it tastes fucking good, and it's healthy, and it's good for you. So, trifecta.nutrition.com, links down below if anybody's interested. If not, I don't give a fuck. I'm eating it because it's good. All right, let's go.
What's up, guys? My name's Andrew Rivera. I'm from New Jersey, visiting Arizona, and me and my girlfriend were climbing a mountain out here in Arizona State University. I ran into one of my YouTubers that I follow, Mike Rashid, and I was telling him how I asked him, "Are you filming, you know, for Mental Jewels or?" You know, the Earth is Our Gym, one of those segments, and I told him that I myself was getting ready for the police academy out in Jersey in January. So that's why me and my girl decided to run up here. And it's an honor meeting Mike. I watch almost all his videos. I know he was out in Old Bridge not too long ago with Dexter Jackson, but I couldn't make it out there. But it's a pleasure meeting Mike. You know, motivates me like I know he motivates all his millions of followers on the internet. So it's a pleasure to meet Mike. Dropping, you know, he drops a lot of good videos, not just, you know, the flashy, you know, of just not about workouts, but like the Mental Jewels segments just help a lot, you know, life inside the gym, outside the gym. So it's nice meeting someone who you could tell is real authentic in the fitness industry, which a lot of people you kind of see through their BS, but not with Mike Rashid here. So it's a pleasure to meet you, man. Yeah, definitely. I was telling my girl you know, that one of my YouTubers lives out here, also in Miami, so I don't know if I didn't think I was gonna get to see him, but it's crazy, you know, he just walked up. I was like, hey, that's Mike Rashid. So, humble guy, just how you see on camera, you know, from what I see right now, you know, what you get on camera is what you get in person, so it's a pleasure to meet you, man.
Pleasure's mine. That's what's up.
Thanks, bro.
Hell yeah. Okay. What's up, everybody? So, came up to the mountain, get a little workout, drop a little Mental Jewels for y'all, and I happened to run into Andrew. I don't know Andrew, but I seen him up here with his girl. He seen me and he recognized me from the videos, and he happened to be on vacation here and told his girl that, you know, Mike Rashid lives out here. And lo and behold, I just happened to walk up here. That's crazy. It's a reason for that. We'll figure that out later. But one thing Andrew was saying to me, which I fucking absolutely love, is he was just giving me props on all the Mental Jewels videos. Like when I first got into this, you know, people just knew me from the crazy workouts, the overtraining. And then I started doing, that's all they would talk to me about. You know, at expos, they'd be like, man, you're a beast. Oh man, how did you recover? How did you do this, do that? And that's cool. But when I started doing Mental Jewels videos, even though they don't get as much attention, like a training video would get, you know, a couple 100,000 hits a day, a couple days, you know, Mental Jewels would get 30, 40,000, you know, but it resonates with people a little deeper, you know what I mean? So, and I don't care about the numbers anyway. I'm gonna do it regardless because that's who I am. And I am very aware that the beauty of YouTube is you put something out, you put a message out there, it may not be for you today or tomorrow, but guess what? It's there forever. You may come back to that 6 months from now or a year from now and be like, damn, I needed to hear that today. You know, so that's why I do Mental Jewels, and I do it so often. To me, life is way more than just lifting weights and working out. I feel like when we train and we're trying to better ourselves in the gym, it definitely translates outside the gym. It makes us more thorough people, you know, and healthier, you know, there's a lot of benefits to that. But, you know, life is about this, like this controls everything, the brain, the mind, and also the heart, you know. People having heart in what they do, people doing things for the right reasons, you know, making your actions come from a good place. That's what it's about, and I try to preach that. And that's why I go so hard on the Mental Jewels videos, and even on Instagram, I post the Mental Jewels. All of those posts that I do on Instagram, like the meme style posts, they're all quotes from my book, Mental Jewels. It's just not out yet, but it's all coming from a good place, man. I want to provide value to you, to your girl, to anybody that cares to listen to me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want to always, wherever I'm at, add value to people's lives because it feels good to do it, you know what I'm saying? And I've lived, you know, I'm in my 30s. I lived a lot of life. I'm not that old, but I feel like I have 50 years of experience in 30 some years, you know what I mean? So, and I like to share it because I've learned from so many things. Every day I feel like I get a little bit wiser. I still feel like a baby. I'm still learning so many things. I'm still, you know, shaking off bad habits. You know, I'll never act like I'm perfect to anybody, but I'm trying my best. And every day as I go along, I'm gathering more. I observe everything. I listen to people, I watch, and I learn so much, you know, and I like to share it. It's fascinating, right? Like, you figure something out that's really cool and it's progressive, you want to tell everybody. And that's just how I am. And I do it in the form of these videos and Mental Jewels and whatnot. And, you know, me and Amir, we got the camera, we hopped in the car, come to work out. We know if we're going to shoot, what we're going to shoot or whatever. But you never know what comes out of every experience in life. So I think it's really dope that I met you, man. Yeah. And I love to hear what you said, how the Mental Jewels is kind of, you know, you really resonate with that because that's my goal, for that kind of content to really resonate with people more than the workouts. Yeah. The workouts are there. I put 1 million workouts out there already. A lot of people get mad because they want to see the hardcore workouts on my channel every day, like it used to be. But listen, y'all, it's not all about that. I would be doing y'all a disservice if that's all I gave you. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be getting all of me. And it's a lot more to give. So, like I said, I want to add value. You may not know the value yet, but at some point, you will. You'll come back to that video and you'll be like, damn, I really needed to hear that right now on this day. You know what I mean? So that's what's up, man. I really appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, man.
You know?
Thank you for taking the time out.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And y'all see, I'm not hard to approach.
Nah, not at all.
Look, you just met me and you're in my YouTube video.
Literally like 10, 15 minutes ago. Now we're just
whole bunch of people seeing you right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. But it's a good dude. And I wish you nothing but the best. Oh, and him and his girl, they said they're foodies. When they travel, they like to eat a lot. So I'm gonna treat y'all to Lolo's chicken and waffles when we get up out of here. So yeah, no doubt.
I just got one more thing to say.
What's up?
Another good thing about the Mental Jewels videos, along with the workout videos, is with the Mental Jewels, say I take some away from that.
Right.
There's more people that I know that aren't into working out, so to say, but the messages from your mental jewels, you could pass that knowledge on to anyone. You know what I mean? So that just goes on. You know, this guy Mike Rashid, he's into working out, being a beast in and outside of the gym, and he makes these mental jewel videos. This is what he said in the latest one. I'll share it with someone, and then they could follow you as well, and not just and spread your word. You know what I mean? And they may not even be into working out, but just the jewels that you're dropping help them in their everyday life. That doesn't even involve maybe heavy lifting or helps them with relationships, finances, anything.
I tell people all the time, man, like, you know, I remember, I think I was in like Tennessee or somewhere, and was speaking and doing a Q&A, and one of the questions was, how do I get a friend of mine to train? She don't really want to lift, but I'm trying to convince her, like, what's the right way? I'm like, don't. She don't want to, she don't have to. I try to tell people all the time, it's a preference. I mean, lifting weights is not the end all to life, and it don't make you a good person if you lift or not. You know, it's just a personal preference, you know? Maybe right now is not the right time for that person. Maybe she'll find it at another time. Maybe she never will, but it doesn't matter. Like, some of the people that are most influential to me don't even lift.
Hey, Gary V.
Gary, well, he lifts,
does
you know what I mean? But people like, you know, like Neil deGrasse Tyson, I don't think he lifts, you know what I mean? He don't look like it, but I know he was an athlete in high school and college and stuff, but I don't care if he lifts or not. Like, I'm more like the messages that he put out, the heart, the passion that he has in what he delivers is what I'm drawn to, you know? Lifting, you know, honestly, the more I'm into the fitness industry, I see a lot of lifting is kind of bad for some people because it's extremely narcissistic, you know what I'm saying? And it's all about the looks, you know what I'm saying? And I can honestly say, I swear to God, I never lifted for a look, ever in my life. I always lifted to be strong because I was an athlete, you know? And I just wanted to be capable of anything, you know what I'm saying? So lifting, training, doing stuff like this, hitting the mountain. I've always done this. I've done this for years.
I'm trying to get into this more now.
This is dope. This is, and honestly, this kind of stuff right here have you more capable and prepared, especially in your line of work, but period, than lifting weights, you know what I mean? So this is functional, and you'll never be, as a police officer, you'll never be doing work in the mountains, but you're doing it, you train up here, is less oxygen, higher altitude, is harder to breathe. So when you're down there, it's easy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm all about doing the harder thing when you practice, because I always say this, the way you practice is the way you play. You know what I mean? You practice hard, you're gonna play hard, you know, so. But nah, man, it was a pleasure, man. Let's go and finish this workout and get some food.
Definitely, man.
All right?
Appreciate it.
That's what's up, baby. All right, so brought my guests to Lolo, my new friends. So this is their first time at Lolo's. They're visiting Arizona. They wanted to go to food spots, so I'm like, yo, you gotta come here. So this is what I got. I'm not trying to be a fat boy, so I only got one waffle. I got 4 wings. Not the healthiest, but you come to Lolo's, you don't come for a salad, chicken and waffles. So I'm gonna show you a little tip of what I do. See all this sweet, delicious richness. I don't use that. I just order this sugar-free syrup. So I'm gonna drown my chicken in hot sauce. I love hot sauce. And then that's it. And he got grits for the first time. He don't know what it's about. I persuaded him to try it. So what did you get?
I got macaroni and cheese. It's really, really good in
And that mac and cheese is homemade. It's not like sauce. There's cheese in it. You know what I mean? All right, so let's see if they like it. Let's see. Belly's nice and full. I didn't overdo it. Just had a little 4 pieces of chicken wings and 1 waffle, sugar-free syrup. Today was a good day. So far, it's not over, but just wanted to get out and hit the mountain. You know, happened to meet some really cool people up there. You know, I meet cool people every day, and I like to start bringing them into this world and letting you guys see some of the cool people. Because these cool people are y'all, you know. So when I meet people like them and they say the awesome things, like some of the things that you guys say to me, you know, it really makes me feel good, and it helps keep me inspired and motivated to stay on a very progressive path and to not let you guys down, you know. So hopefully when he go back to his crew, to his guys, he can tell them like, yo, I met Mike Rashid, the dude is pretty cool, you know what I mean? I don't never want nobody to be like, oh, he's an asshole, you know. I treat people with respect, you know what I mean? And you treat me nice, I'm nicer to you, you know. So unlike the trolls on the internet, I've never experienced that in person. It's always on the internet. It's crazy. Something to that. Anyway, man, I hope you guys got something out of that. You know, another thing I wanted to share with you guys, something's been on my mind, was people feeling like I've been talking to a lot of people lately, and the topic that comes up is, you know, I really want something, I should have it. You know, and I talk about the power of the mind, and then you got literature out there like The Secret or whatever, you know, put it in your mind. Let me tell you something. You can wish and pray for things all you want. That doesn't mean you're gonna get it, you know, but you do get it when your actions are aligned with your thoughts and prayers, with your wishes and prayers. That's when you get it. You gotta go and do it. You gotta go and make it happen, you know. So having it in your mind, that's perfect. That's where it begins. It's gotta start somewhere, and it starts up here. But your fucking actions gotta match that. You gotta be doing something progressive towards getting what you want. And that's it. It's that simple. It's not rocket science, alright? I guess that's like a life hack. Even though it's common sense, a lot of people don't deal with common sense. I want y'all to deal with common sense. That's all I do. All of this mental jewels that I try to share with y'all is common fucking sense, not rocket science. And it's notions and thoughts that people have been talking about for hundreds of years, you know. So take that with you, alright? I will holler at y'all on the next go round.